Hello and welcome! Over the next few minutes, I'm going to rip through some pretty awesome things you probably don't already know. Or maybe you do. Either way, I hope you find this entertaining. Let's roll. Would you believe that our brains are sometimes more active when we sleep, particularly during our deepest REM sleep? This increased activity is believed to be involved in memory consolidation, emotional processing, and other important brain functions. Maybe even more interestingly, if you're sleep-deprived, your body may try to catch up on REM sleep by entering it earlier and longer, a phenomenon known as REM rebound. This next one might seem a little far-fetched, but like every other fact here, it's true. A Swedish woman named Lena Paulsson, who lost her wedding ring 16 years prior, found it while she was pulling carrots from her garden. The ring was wrapped around, you guessed it, a carrot. She explained that she had taken the ring off before baking with her daughters in 1995 and misplaced it, likely tossing it out with the compost. She and her family searched for it extensively, even during renovations, but simply couldn't find it. Surprisingly, in 2011, while picking carrots, she found the ring. Talk about a diamond with a lot of carrots. Are you into heavy metal? All right, that's not exactly what I meant. In the vacuum of space, a phenomenon called cold welding occurs. Without atmospheric barriers or oxidized layers that we have on Earth, two clean surfaces of the same metal, when brought into contact, will bind together as if they were never separate. Surprised? This happens because the atoms cannot distinguish between the two surfaces, causing them to share electrons and form a single continuous metallic piece. This effect highlights the unique challenges of engineering in space, where the absence of Earth's familiar environment can lead to unexpected results. Did you ever think you were in one place, but were actually someplace else? Christopher Columbus did. He believed he had reached Asia upon landing in the Americas due to his miscalculation of the Earth's circumference. Yes, Columbus expected the East Indies to be much closer than they were. When he encountered the islands of the Caribbean, he thought they were part of Asia and mistook the indigenous people for Indians. Yeah. If it existed, GPS really could have helped him. Oh well. Did you know that green peppers are generally considered the immature stage of red peppers? In fact, all bell peppers, including red, yellow, and orange varieties, begin as green when they are young and unripe. As they mature on the plant, they typically change color to yellow, orange, or red. Therefore, a green pepper is simply a pepper that has been harvested before it has fully ripened. I mean, this makes complete sense, but besides Gordon Ramsay maybe, who knew? Tucked away in New Zealand's Nelson Lakes National Park, the Blue Lake, or Rotomerwenua, captivates adventurers with its astonishingly clear waters, said to be the clearest on Earth. It's been said that visibility can stretch up to half a mile or 80 meters, unveiling a stunning blue-violet brilliance born from its glacial origins. Are you a Mexican food foodie like I am? How about this? The Aztecs invented guacamole from mashed avocados, which was originally called ahuacamole. This word is a combination of the Nahuatl words ahucatl, or avocado, and mole, or sauce. Today, guacamole is a popular dish in Mexico and around the world, with variations in ingredients and preparation. We think of daisies as single flowers, don't we? Well, they're not. Daisies are quite actually composite flowers, meaning what appears as a single flower is a cluster of many tiny individual flowers called florets, with the outer petals being ray florets and the inner disc being disc florets. Other composite flowers include sunflowers, dandelions, and asters. The name daisy, by the way, comes from the Old English word days eg, which means day's eye. The ancient Greek philosopher Democritus proposed that all matter is made up of tiny, indivisible particles called atomos, which means uncuttable in Greek, forming the basis of early atomic theory. While Democritus's ideas were groundbreaking, they were not universally accepted at the time. Aristotle, for example, disagreed with the concept of atoms and instead proposed that matter was made of 4 elements: earth, air, fire, and water. All right, that's enough of that. Next. How's this for a little motivation? Did you know that dairy cows can typically produce between 6 to 8 gallons of milk per day? Or, to put it in edible terms, that's around 5 pounds of butter, 8 gallons of ice cream, or 10 pounds of cheese. Yeah, I'd say that's a lot. How are all the different sounds of an orchestra produced anyway? Here's a short walkthrough. A typical symphony orchestra is divided into 4 families of instruments: strings, woodwinds, brass, and percussion. String instruments like violins, violas, cellos, and double basses produce sound through vibrating strings and are played with a bow or plucked. Woodwind instruments like flutes, oboes, clarinets, and bassoons produce sound by blowing air through a tube. Brass instruments such as trumpets, French horns, trombones, and tubas produce sound when a musician buzzes their lips into a mouthpiece. And percussion instruments like timpani, snare drums, bass drums, cymbals, and xylophones produce sound by striking, shaking, or scraping the instrument. How's that for a quick tour of the orchestra? The aurora borealis, commonly known as the Northern Lights, is a stunning display of light that appears in the sky, often as curtains, rays, or spirals of color. It is caused by magnetic storms in Earth's atmosphere, which are triggered by solar activity like solar flares and coronal mass ejections, sending charged particles towards Earth that interact with the atmosphere to create the visible light show. Some of the best places to see the aurora borealis include Alaska, Iceland, Norway, Sweden, Finland, and Greenland. So what did you think? Pretty awesome stuff, right? We love putting all these facts and content together for you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.